Thanks for joining us. You're watching Arirang Newsbreak, live from Seoul. I'm Han Da-eun. It's Korea's 71st Liberation Day today, marking the anniversary of the country's liberation from Japan's colonial rule. President Park Geun-hye sent a strong message of hope to the nation, saying there's nothing Korea can't achieve if united. She also touched upon urgent economic issues and North Korea threats. Our Song Ji-sun starts us off.
President Park highlighted Koreans' can-do spirit, which she said has taken the country to where it is now after overcoming all the odds over the past 7 decades. After all, Korea has gone from being a country with a per GDP capita of just $67 to the world's 11th largest economy. In her Liberation Day speech on Monday, President Park also said Korea can once again tackle outstanding challenges through reforms and new growth engines.
우리는 해낼 수 있는 저력을 갖고 있습니다. 할 수 있다는 신념과 긍지를 토대로 우리 앞에 놓여 있는 변화와 개혁의 과제를 완수해내고 다시 한번 힘차게 도약의 미래로 나아갑시다.
The president also called on Pyongyang to fulfill its role and responsibility in the international community and urged the North to immediately stop developing weapons of mass destruction, end its nuclear program, and halt its provocations.
진정한 광복은 8천만 민족 모두가 자유와 인권을 누리며 더 이상 이산의 아픔과 고통이 없는 통일 대한민국을 만드는 것이고 그것이 우리에게 주어진 역사적 과업이라고 믿습니다.
President Park invited Pyongyang to join Seoul's efforts toward unification, saying it will provide North Koreans with equal opportunities and the right to pursue happiness. She also noted that Seoul will provide a path to peace and mutual prosperity should Pyongyang make the right choice. Song Ji-sun, Arirang News.
Korean lawmakers also spent a busy day commemorating the nation's Liberation Day, taking part in various events to mark the occasion. Some went all the way to Dokdo, a group of small islets in the East Sea that Japan still claims are part of its territory. Our political correspondent Kim Young-gil watched it all for us.
10 ruling and opposition party lawmakers traveled to the nation's easternmost islet of Dokdo on Monday to mark the 71st anniversary of Korea's Liberation Day. The delegation, headed by ruling Saenuri Party lawmaker Na Kyung-won, are on Dokdo to give words of encouragement to the police officers stationed there and to inspect the facilities.
We must let the Japanese government know that the Dokdo is without any doubt Korean territory and make Tokyo acknowledge this indisputable fact.
The visit comes despite a formal protest from Japan's foreign ministry and its embassy in Seoul.
It's completely natural for South Korean parliamentarians to visit Dokdo. It's a South Korean territory. It's disrespectful for Japan's foreign ministry to tell us not to go.
As Japan recently made further fresh claims to Dokdo, Seoul's foreign ministry said it again made clear to Tokyo that Dokdo is Korea's territory geographically, historically, and by international law. While some lawmakers are on Dokdo, the leaders of Korea's 4 main political parties attended a ceremony at the Sejong Center for the Performing Arts in Seoul to celebrate Liberation Day. Meanwhile, the former co-leader of the minor opposition People's Party, An Chol-soo, will soon arrive back in Seoul after a 10-day academic trip in the U.S., where he sought new growth engines for Korea with a focus on the Fourth Industrial Revolution. And touted as a possible candidate in the 2017 presidential race, resigned in June to take responsibility for a corruption scandal involving 3 of its party members. Kim Young-gil, Arirang News.
For Japan, it's the 71st anniversary of Japan's surrender in World War II, and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe opted to send a ritual donation to the controversial Yasukuni Shrine instead of visiting in person. It's the 4th straight year Abe has decided to stay away from the Yasukuni Shrine on this anniversary. The move is seen by many as a gesture to avert diplomatic tensions with Korea and China, who long suffered recovered from Japan's wartime atrocities. Pundits also see it as an attempt to improve the chance of a summit between Abe and Chinese President Xi Jinping at the G20 summit in China next month. But dozens of Japanese lawmakers forged ahead with their visits to the much-debated shrine. The Yasukuni Shrine honors Japan's war dead, including many Class A war criminals. Today also marks the last day of a 3-day holiday weekend here in Korea, and people who travel to other parts of the country are now returning home to the capital, clogging expressways in the metro area. According to the Korea Expressway Corporation, traffic on the Yeongdong Expressway from the East Coast into Seoul is nearly bumper to bumper, with cars moving at 40 kilometers per hour or slower. The Seoul-Chuncheon Expressway is also seeing heavy traffic as we speak. The estimated travel time to Seoul from Busan down south or Gangneung out east is about 5 hours. From Daegu to Seoul, it's about 4 hours, and from Daejeon to Seoul, it's about 3 hours. The traffic on all northbound highways is expected to let up starting at around 10 p.m. Traffic authorities estimate around 500,000 vehicles will enter the Seoul metropolitan area today. Now to Rio, where the Olympic Games are now at the midway point. Team Korea's Kim Hyun-woo took home a dramatic bronze medal in wrestling, which many say was so much more than a bronze. Our Yun-shin has more on that story and other major actions on day 9 of the Rio Olympics.
There were tears of disappointment and expressions of delight in Sunday's Olympic action. Team Korea's Kim Hyun-woo beat his Croatian opponent to win a bronze medal in the men's 75-kilogram wrestling. But even so, Kim seemed less than thrilled. Earlier in the round of 16, when Kim's Russian opponent was leading the match 6-3, Kim pulled a throw that received 2 points. Kim's coach then insisted that Kim should have received a full 4 points, but the claim was dismissed and Kim lost the round with 7-5. But even though Kim wasn't able to bring home gold on Liberation Day as he had hoped, his fellow countrymen showed a great deal of respect for his efforts, with some fans calling the medal a golden bronze. Team Korea also saw some great results in volleyball and table tennis. In women's volleyball, Korea defeated Cameroon 3-0 to seal its place at the quarterfinals. And in men's group table tennis, Korea also secured its place in the semis by beating Sweden 3-1. Also on Sunday, Usain Bolt proved he's still the fastest sprinter on earth by becoming the first athlete to claim 3 consecutive golds in the men's 100-meter dash. The remarkable qualities of both athleticism and emotion were on full display on day 9 of the Olympics, proving once again the Games are so much more than sport. Yun-shin, Arirang News.
And that's all from me. Keep it tuned to Arirang for more top domestic and global news updates throughout the day. Thank you for watching.